Tell me one thing you can't do that I can't do.
I can tell you one thing. Defend myself from you without going to jail for it. Jeff Metcalf just proved every black person right who said this case was about race, in his own words, in just 2 days after the sentencing. Check this out.
I respect everyone until they disrespect me. I've been disrespected by so many people, so many times, while I've had to sit here and take it. I'm going to tell you right now, Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing.
Jeff Metcalf, I never disrespected you. Not even once. In fact, most of Black America has not disrespected you. But you know what? You disrespect all of us in this clip right here. You're about to do it. You're about to go down there and disrespect all the black people. Well, all of the prideful, respectful black people, you're about to disrespect them. And I want to give you a pass because I know what it's like to lose a child. It lingers. It's a numb pain. First it's sharp, then it's numb. So I understand that perfectly, sir. But this, unacceptable. So you want to call out Charleston White? A lot of people want to call out Charleston White. I got a feeling you didn't have a problem with Charleston White when he was bigging you up and putting down Karmelo Anthony. See, when it's no longer supporting you, now it's a problem. But as long as he was saying what you wanted him to say, I got a feeling you were okay with it. Funny how that works.
Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward, and you raised one.
If Karmelo is a pussy for not wanting to fight your son, is your son a bully for wanting to fight a guy who didn't want to fight him? I'm just saying, if you're saying one, you got to say the other. Let me repeat that for the people in the slow seats. If you people that are saying Karmelo Anthony was a pussy for not fighting Austin Metcalf, then are you also saying, because I got a feeling that Austin had to know that, because we're people, we're grown people. We've been in situations, we know when somebody wants to roll, somebody want to throw those hands, when somebody wants to mix it up, when somebody wants to fight, well, you can tell. You mean to tell me, Austin, you say he was a smart kid, right? You mean to tell me you don't think Austin knew that Karmelo didn't want to fight? What does that make Austin? A bully. It makes him a bully, sir. Yeah.
Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward, and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk bitch.
All right. No one said anything about your wife. None of your followers, none of your supporters have a problem with you calling this woman that B. But you're going to say it's not about race. Okay. See, this is the thing I want to prove. I want to show the world this shit, because these are the type of people that want to tell me that it's not about race. Yeah. You're right. You can see it in his eyes. It's most certainly about race.
What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened, how many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy? You were supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record.
Sounds like Austin Metcalf's dad may have raised his kids to be fighters and bullies, and, sounds like that, because here he is right here doing exactly that. Trying to pick a fight with a grown man across the internet in his late 50s, it looks like. I wonder if that's the type of sons you have. What about? I ain't stretching the truth. I'm using the guy's own words. His way to resolve problems is to fight someone. He just offered to fight, basically. It sounds like that. It could be worse. It could be threatening other things, but I'm just going to go with the fighting thing. Yeah, it sounds like you guys are the type of guys that have been getting away with doing this type of thing. That's what it sounds like.
I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
This is beautiful. You people hang your hat on some of the dumbest shit. This is so beautiful, brother. I don't know if you know us or not, but this is a perfect tale of someone who's racist. Yeah, when you say you people, you're talking about black people. You're not talking about the Metcalfs. You're talking about all of black people. You know how many black people? You know, there are about 44 million black people in America. How many of them hurt your son? One. And that's all it took. That's all it took for you to be like this about everybody black and to make blanket statements. That's all it took. We've been giving you this because I understand, Metcalf, that you are grieving. But I was grieving. I've been through grieving process. That doesn't give you a license to be a racist. No, it doesn't. Metcalf, I got a feeling your animosity towards black people that you're displaying in this video, I don't think it just occurred from the tragic killing of your son. I think it occurred a long time ago. I think you were raised that way. I think it's in you, and I think you taught your kids that. I think that's how you live in your community. I think that's the get down of the get down. That's the get down of the get down. That's why you kept saying it ain't about race, because I believe you know it was going to come out that you have some warped views about race. They're coming out now. And you don't care because the gag order's lifted and it can't hurt you.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You raised that child, and I swear to God, CPS to come check on those other three that you still have. You never once admitted or took accountability. You tried to play victim. The real victim is the one who died.
Hey, the parents didn't do anything to you. What are they accountable for? They didn't do anything. You know, children, when they get a certain age, man, they do what they're going to do. Are you saying, unless you can prove to me that the Karmelo Anthony family, that mom and dad knew he had the pocket knife, tool, whatever, unless they knew he had it, that he was taking it to school, and that they thought he had some intentions of using it to defend himself or in any capacity, unless you can prove that, you can't put this on them. See, you actually think Karmelo came to that school or came to that track meet with the intentions of killing your son, though they didn't know each other. How would he intend to do that? Oh, I know. You've been listening to dummies like Brandon Tatum. You've been listening to these sellout fake blacks tell you that this kid is demonized, hates white people, or whatever the hell. You have no evidence of that. In fact, Karmelo Anthony rescued. He actually saved lives. He saved drowning victims. A couple years ago, he did this. He was a good kid who did a horrible thing in the heat of a moment. He made a horrible, tragic mistake. And you're trying to make it seem like he's a cold-blooded killer that ran around stabbing random people. No, he stabbed one person. Unfortunately, it was your son. One time. It has changed your son's future, ended his future. It may have ended his own. But it was not a premeditated event where he sought out to do this. I don't believe that.
I come to pray with you and show the world we can close the gap of this unbelievable racial divide.
Oh, that's what we're doing? Closing the gap? You are closing the gap? How much gap closing were you interested in doing before this happened? I bet you were old gap closer. Jeff, huh? Jeffrey Metcalf, the closer of the racial divide. That sounds like a bunch of nonsense. They didn't want you at their press conference. You weren't invited to it. They didn't come to your press conferences, getting involved. I don't know why that seemed so off-putting to you.
Y'all think I'm a saint? I'm no saint. I'm as human as you. I have emotions. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I don't sin, because I don't walk on water and I don't turn into wine.
What a gullible morons that think Jeffrey Metcalf is a saint. Well, if that's the case, so am I. All it takes is to lose a child, and all of a sudden you become a saint. Now, you're no saint, neither am I. Who told you that we thought you were? Saint Jeff, nah, that don't exist. At least my name's in the Bible.
From day one, I said this was never about race. Please don't make it about race. And
You know, it's nothing more hilarious than a white person telling you that something isn't about race. Meanwhile, everything in America is built on race. Every freaking thing is built on race. This guy has no clue at all about anything that black people deal with. But he wants to, now he's got a license to talk without knowing anything. He don't know a statistic. He don't know a factual issue. He has done no research. He knows nothing. But he now gets to talk, and they're going to give him countless opportunities because he has suffered a loss, he is now able to talk until the damn cows come home and make a bunch of dumb, ill-informed assumptions. Not about race. Why would there no black people on the jury, Jeffrey? Oh, because there you go, making it about race. No, it's about race when you remove all the black people from the jury pool. That makes it racial. There's a saying that attorneys say that a lot of lay people don't know of. I've heard this before. Let me share it with you. Cases are not won during closing arguments. Cases are won in the jury selection. When you have a black defendant up for killing a white victim, having a black juror or not having any black people on the jury, your case is already over. You don't get to tell me race doesn't matter. I get to tell you that. That's how racism works. The group of people that have been experiencing racism get to tell you when there's no racism. And it can't be conservative blacks who get paid by whites like you to say dumb shit. They can't be the ones we ask the question of, is this racial? It would have to be people who are not being paid by either the Democrats or the Republicans or conservatives or liberals. That means none of the sellouts that come on Fox News. That's what that means. And none of the hired help that come on MS Now either. Get it?
the race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race.
You know what, people? I'm going to take it all back. This guy doesn't sound racist at all. This guy sounds like an abolitionist. Listen to him. Man, this guy's Tom Hanks level. Listen to him. This is amazing how anti-racist he is. Let me play that back one more time.
The race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race.
Beautiful. Using all of the white wing talking points, black fatigue, amazing. How original. Racists don't say that at all. Hey, Jeff, is there such thing as white fatigue? Huh? Did you have white fatigue? You think maybe black people have white fatigue? Well, that's why we can't get tired of you, because you run everything. Shithead. Black people can't get tired of white people because there ain't nowhere to go to sit down that you ain't looking or lurking or popping up or sticking your nose in it.
Don't get me wrong, we got white people that embarrass the shit out of me too.
See, this is what's wrong. This man just sat there and said, these black people embarrass their entire culture. Then he says, hey, don't get me wrong. There are white people that embarrass me. He didn't say they embarrass the entire culture, did he?
Culture and race. Don't get me wrong. We got white people that embarrass the shit out of me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that shit.
Really? We got a patent on it, huh? Yeah, black people got a patent on doing things. White people don't, huh? White people don't have a patent on doing foul things. Vile, foul, disgusting, horrific things to other people, huh? Oh, okay. That's interesting that you would put it that way to a black American living in America. Have you ever walked by a history book? And I don't mean like go back to like the 14, 15, 1300s. I mean like in the last, 100 years in America. Really? We got to take a trip down memory lane. You're in Texas, where white men dragged and lynched a black man behind their vehicle. Was that representative of all white people? You have a lock on grape, essay, PDFing, kidnapping, and lynching. What a resume. What a resume, Jeff. Tell him what he's won, Bob. Talking about living in a bubble. Why are you even making this video? Oh, that's right. Because you want to go viral, don't you, Jeff? That's the real reason.
And the only people that's going to change it are you. Don't blame the white person because we can't change it. But you're going to blame the white person for every fucking thing else. We're the bad ones. We're the one that held you down. Guess what? You can do everything in America that I can do. Tell me one thing you can't do that I can't do.
I can tell you one thing. Defend myself from you without going to jail for it. The same people that are saying that Karmelo Anthony is a murderer because he defended himself against your son, those same people, if it was reversed and it was your son who defended himself against Karmelo Anthony and Karmelo Anthony was the one who was stabbed, they would say that your son was standing up for himself and they would applaud him for standing up for himself, for fighting back against the bully. That's exactly what would happen. That's exactly how it would go down. And I think you know that. I don't think you're delusional about how America works. That's why I can't stand when these white guys get up here and grandstand, knowing really how America works. It ain't rocket science. It's a do as I say, not as I do America. So that's your answer there, Jeff. Get a fair trial and be able to defend myself against you and not go to jail for the next 30 years over it. Now for the finale.
Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you?
This is why you don't bow to the lynch mob. This is why you don't cave in and start down talking to black people. Because the moment you do, here the white folks come wanting you to bow further. Oh, we need to learn to control our impulses. We need to stop being cowards. They thought you were lacking of impulse control before this happened. They're going to think so after this happened. They're going to have talking points that black people are cowards. They say that before, and they'll say it after. They believe that black people are brutes. You're not going to make racists change their opinion of you by being nice. Their opinion of you is sealed. The only thing that you sellouts can do, which you're trying to kiss ass, is make them like you individually. That is it. Because as for what they think about black people as a group, it will not change. They'll make you one of the good ones, but for the rest, they'll have black fatigue. Let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments section below. My name's Tim Black. I live stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be nowhere.